Welcome back, guys. Another day, another Girl Power preview review. We're continuing with the half kits, and I'm kind of enjoying how they're doing these. It seems that instead of getting a character, an attack, and a foundation, we're getting a character, an attack, and 2 support cards in these half kits. You'll notice my setup's a little different because otherwise I was going to be blocking some of the cards. So here we are, and we're going to kick off the first preview review with my girl, Mei Hatsume. She is one of my favorite My Hero Academia characters. I love her bubbly energy. She's always so excited and passionate for any project she works on, and that's really just the kind of energy I wish I could embody in my daily life. I do, however, very much resonate with the going on no sleep when you're working on a project. That speaks to me. But Mei is a 6 hand size 28 health character this go around, as opposed to, I believe she was a 6 hand size 25 last time we saw her, or she might have been a 525 in her first iteration. She is a 628 now with all evil and order, as opposed to all evil and life. She has the student trait. She has 2 enhances, the first of which is lose 1 health as your cost. Increase the rating of the next keyword you play during this attack by 1. I'm assuming this means keyword ability, not keyword, because only keyword ratings have abilities, or keyword abilities have ratings. This is really good. Just this attack on its own is really, or this effect on its own is solid, to the point where that's all I thought about the day she was revealed, and I forgot she had a secondary effect. But this means not only can you increase powerful or EX or stun, as you'll see on her ultra rare attack here. Defensively, you can buff the next breaker ability you use during this attack, and the next deflect ability you use during this attack, and this is not once per turn. So if you have breaker 1 blocks in your hand, those are all breaker 2 blocks. If you have deflects in your hand, those are all increased by 1 for the turn. You can do this on every attack. Not once per turn. Super, super strong. Especially on the evil symbol, where you have access to bench press, which can then give all your attacks +1. Really spooky. I absolutely adore this ability. And then she also has enhance, reveal 1 non-foundation card from your hand. So an asset, or an attack, or an action, or a character, if you're crazy and playing characters in her. Your tech or weapon attack gets +2 speed or +2 damage. And if you receive a damage bonus this way, discard the revealed card and draw 1 card. So on your kill turns, you're going to be able to reveal non-foundations, so any actions or assets you've drawn, to hopefully buff your attacks and then hopefully draw more attacks. That's incredible. And because it says your tech or weapon gets 2 speed or 2 damage, you could reveal a non-attack or a non-foundation card in your hand on your rival's attack to try to, well, it wouldn't if it got a boost. So yeah, never mind. Don't do that. Unless you have a reason to reveal things on your rival's turn, don't do that. That's bad. But she does share order with the new Mount Lady, who has to deal with revealing cards. So that could probably be something fun. I'd have to go back and see what those reveal abilities are, but I know she has a couple, if you've revealed a card for a cost, do this. So that could be fun off of order. What, Sam? I'm working. He's got the zoomies. So moving on, we have Cute Baby number 202. This is a 1 difficulty, 5 control asset with a +2 high block. It's got Deflect 3, or in Mei, Deflect 4, Tech, and Unique as its keywords. It says Response Destroy. After a card is played, it gets +1 or -1 to all of its keyword ratings. You can drop your rival's stun or breaker ratings. You could drop their EX, powerful, stuff like that. I don't believe this works for Deflect, because Deflect isn't considered playing the card, it's considered activating the effect. So this cannot buff Deflect. However, you can combine this response plus Mei Hatsume's Enhance to get a very powerful, if you're on evil and you use Barrier Shield, you can give your attack Breaker 2, make your next attacks next keyword rating, get +1, so breaker 3, and then when you play that card, before playing its breaker ability, give its breaker another +1, you could breaker 4 with 1 action and 1 asset. That's turn ending right there. That is, your turn is done. Good luck. Play Foundations and just continue your day. I love this card. I love that it's an uncommon. I want to pull 1 billion of these. This is awesome. In any character that wants to play keyword abilities, EXs, powerfuls, stuns, this card is just all around good. So I really, really enjoy that. And again, on order, I believe Mount Lady has an attack that says this attack gets +X damage, X equals its powerful rating. So if you already have a card with printed powerful, you can give it a boost here and then gain more damage that way. So that's pretty cool. Moving on to her attack, it's an ultra rare Patchwork Baby. A 5 difficulty, 3 control, 3 mid for 1 with a +1 mid block. Those stats are terrible. However, it has EX3, Powerful 3, Stun 2, and Tech. Great spread. It has 2 other enhances other than its 3 keyword abilities. It says enhance, this attack is +X speed. X equals the highest printed keyword rating played this turn. So if you Powerful 3, or in Mei, lose 1 health to make Powerful 4, this attack can get +4 speed if you used that Powerful. Or if you lost 1 health and said stun is going to get +1, +3, this becomes a 6 speed move. Pretty cool. Unless you've just absolutely amped things with Cute Baby 202 or any other keyword rating stuff. Really solid. And then enhance, this attack is +1 damage for each different keyword in your card pool. So on its own, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 keywords, making this a 5 damage move. So minimum, if all you do is the stun 2, or with Mei lose a health, stun 3, this is a 6 mid for 5 on its own, which is not bad. Again, you can use Powerful as a Powerful 4 with Mei Hatsume, or Powerful 5 with Mei and Cute Baby to give it 5 speed, making it 8 mid for 4 on its own. And this isn't including if you have any cards with Deflect in your card pool, any weapons, punches, anything that she would use with other keywords, because it's not just keyword traits, but also keyword abilities that it counts for this free damage. And then you can reveal cards to give it more speed or more damage as you want. That's pretty cool. I'm going to have fun with this card. This is going to be a very fun one. I really, really like it. And she has Order and All, so this shares 2 symbols with the Kendo Foundation that at the end of your turn flip add a mid attack to your hand, so you can pick up Patchwork Baby and just keep playing it over and over. And moving on to her foundation, it's a common, it's Pure Dedication. A 2 difficulty, 4 control with a +2 mid block. It says response, lose 1 health. After you reveal a card as a cost, reveal the top card of your deck. So what you can do is reveal your card to give either speed or health or damage, and revealing is the cost, so you reveal for cost. Then you can lose a health to reveal the top card of your deck, and if that's a card you want to draw, you can choose to give damage, discard the card, draw that card, maybe it's another attack, and you can basically scout your deck and figure out if you want to check well or if you want to draw another attack off the top. This whole package, these 4 cards, make me more excited than 90% of the full kits we've seen so far. And I'm not the only one. Discord has been a buzz with how you can just destroy people with Mei. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun. I think I've noticed an interesting trend with the mini kits. They try to make them more dynamic and more impressive because they have fewer cards to work with, whereas the full kits have seemed, at least this set, rather middling. They're fine, they're good, they're okay, except for Ochako. I still say Ochako and her whole kit is just bad, and I will until someone changes my mind about that. But I don't really see a lot of people defending Ochako 5 and her kit. But yeah, I think the mini kits are definitely much more dynamic and interesting than the full kits. So now let's move on to the one revealed today. That would be the lovely Miss Midnight coming back. And look at that dynamic art. That is awesome. Her jumping through the air with her fans. She is a 6 hand size 29 health character, as opposed to, I believe, she was a 628 last time we saw her. She has Pro Hero and Teacher. She is Chaos, Death, and Void. She has 2 responses, the first of which is after your ranged attack is not blocked, freeze one rival foundation. That's pretty cool. If they don't block it, because they're all stunned out, you get to selectively freeze one of their foundations so it cannot ready during their next ready phase. And then response commit, so you commit Midnight, turn her sideways. After an attack is blocked, your rival discards 1 card. If they discarded a non-attack card, your next check to play a card gets +2. So, I see a lot of people saying this Midnight's bad. And I think it's just because people are high on the first Midnight. I think this Midnight's really, really good. To be able to defensively force your opponent to discard a card, and if they don't discard an attack, your next check to block gets +2. On top of she has Void, so you can barrier shield people to breaker 2 block people, and force them to discard a card. And then on your turn, when they have 1 less card in their hand, if they block your attack, you can commit her to discard another card to really push in on a kill turn. I think that's incredibly powerful. And she has Death and Void for Bakugo 4 support. I believe some of them are ranged. I think they're mostly just Furies. But still, if you have like some Fury ranged cards to throw in to use Rebuke? Something Rebuke. His ultra rare, to discard 1 Fury attack from your card pool, force your rival to discard another card. So just emptying your rival's hand and just punching them in the face repeatedly, freezing all of their foundations, and then just being able to make sure they can't do anything is really, really powerful. We have her common here, Dire Assault. It's an attack. It's a 5 difficulty, 3 control, 4 low for 5 with a +2 high block. It's got ranged and flash. So Flash is a static keyword ability that says this attack has no enhance step. You play the attack, pass your check, open response window for when a card is played, and then at the end of the response window, go straight to the block step. And it says response, spend 1 momentum. After this attack is blocked, your rival discards a card. So you can double up. If you block this, they block this, you spend a momentum, they discard a card, you commit Midnight, they discard a card, and if they don't discard an attack here, your next check to play an attack gets +2. That's pretty solid. I don't care who you are. And this is a cool flash for Chaos and Void Gentle Criminal. He'll have the momentum to spend, so if they block it, your next check gets plus whatever, and they discard a card. Really solid. Or you can just push all that damage through. Pretty neat. And then we have an ultra rare attack for her, Somnambulist Subdual. A 4 difficulty, 3 control, 3 high for 2 with a +1 mid block. It's got ranged and stun 2, so this is how we're committing cards to try to freeze. 3 high 2 is not very good stats, but if your rival does not try to block this attack, freeze 2 rival foundations. If they don't try to spend resources to block this 2 damage move, you're going to freeze 3 cards between your attack here and Midnight herself. If they choose not to block it, now they can attempt to block and fail, and then you only freeze the 1 with Midnight. Hi, Sam. But if they don't even try to block, you can freeze 3 foundations with Midnight and Somnambulist Subdual, which is pretty cool. Then we have her uncommon foundation, Disarming Glance, a 2 difficulty, 5 control with a +3 low block. It's got Pro Hero Breaker 1, so as long as we have the Pro Hero trait down here, which we do, we gain Breaker 1. And it says, response, flip, after an attack is played, players cannot play abilities that add cards to their hand until after it resolves. Your opponent plays a Mop Strike, you flip this, and tell them send your 4 high 4. It's not going to do anything else for you. So they don't get to mess with your hand, they don't get to draw 2. this is a really powerful card, especially given all of the draw in the format right now. A lot of cards are really good simply because they draw you an extra card, and telling your opponent to play these cards straight without being able to refresh their hand is pretty good, especially, like I said, with Mop Strike. This also opens up a very cheeky interaction. Anyone who's watched my Bakugo 4 deck profile, if you haven't, please check it out. It's on the channel. I have an interaction with Duplicate Deception Stab, which is an attack that says, if this is the first attack you've played, remove one random card from your rival's hand. After this attack resolves, add it back to their hand. Well, I play it, remove one card from my rival's hand, and in Bakugo 4, I immediately use Bakugo to discard Duplicate Deception Stab from my card pool to discard a card from my rival's hand. Because this considers the attack aborted as opposed to resolved, it did not reach damage step. It doesn't have to deal damage to resolve, but it did not go through the enhance step, the block step, and then reach the damage step. Since it did not reach the damage step and properly resolve, the card that was removed with Duplicate Deception Stab never returns to the hand, because it has to resolve to return that card to the hand. So if you have a way to flip, say your rival plays Mop Strike as their first attack, and they're younger Toguro or something. You flip Disarming Glance as a response, and then if they pass their response, use something like Genkai's Guidance to discard the card from their card pool, or Cape of No Return on two of these symbols, remove the card from their card pool. The card is not resolved, it is aborted. No one can add cards to their hand for the rest of this turn. So that can really shut down an aggro player's turn. It's not the most consistent thing. It is kind of more of a cheeky interaction, but it's an interaction that can be made. And unless they come out and say, nah, this is a crazy loophole that we're going to close, it's still pretty neat. And it's worth looking into if you're tired of your rival drawing a billion cards, playing these 4 difficulty younger Toguros, or someone like Asui. So, yeah, not bad. Like I said, I'm really excited for these mini-kit characters. As much as I hate to be excited for Mushroom Girl's kit, I'm less excited for Mushroom Girl, but more excited for the fact that with her ultra rare and her asset, I can ready a whole bunch of characters that I shouldn't be able to ready. Which, Midnight has Death. You can ready Midnight if you put a mushroom counter on her, and use the asset to allow you to rip more blocks out of your rival's hand. That's pretty fun. I wouldn't do it. It feels like a waste there, but yeah, I'm really excited for these mini-kit characters, much more so than most of the full-kit characters, and I can't wait to see who's next. I believe they said we had 5 brand new characters in this set, and we've seen Lady Nagant, Kendo, and Mushroom Girl, so that leaves, I think, 2 new characters from here as new playable characters. I would assume they would be 1B characters, because we were also told that we would get a 1B ability, and we haven't seen that yet. So, yeah, could be fun. But what do you guys think of Mei Hatsume and Midnight? Obviously, these are 2 fan-favorite characters, and I'm gonna love seeing what I can do with both of these characters. I think this is gonna be really fun. I know a lot of people are kind of down on the power level of this set, especially compared to Yu Yu Hakusho, but I think it's gonna be fun, and I'm not gonna be too down on it. I will say that it does feel a little underpowered. It does feel like some of these characters will struggle a little bit, but I think if we put our heads to them, we can find their purposes and really try to do some crazy things. I'm excited to get labbing with these as soon as all of them are on UVS Ultra. I'll start doing Day 0 deck builds for them for you guys, and we can see what these characters can really do. So until the next time, take care, guys.